The little girl accidentally discovered that the stock her aunt bought for $1 million was actually a carefully planned trap set by someone else. In order to prevent her aunt from losing all her money, the little girl ran up to her aunt complaining that she was hungry and wanted something to eat. Linda had no choice but to go to the kitchen. Unexpectedly, the little girl took advantage of this opportunity and immediately sold all of the stock, then used the entire amount to buy another stock and added 100 times leverage. It turned out that the little girl's true identity was actually a financial expert. Not long ago, the woman was unexpectedly involved in a car accident. When she woke up again, she discovered that she had somehow transmigrated into the little girl's body. Just as she was adjusting to all of this, a sound of arguing suddenly came from nearby. It turned out that a few months earlier, the little girl's mother, for the sake of money, had heartlessly abandoned her and her father and chose instead to live with a wealthy businessman. Now the man had lost all of his savings and had no choice but to take his daughter to seek refuge with his sister Linda. Linda's husband, Jack, was very displeased with the two of them, believing that they were nothing but a burden. But Linda was very kind-hearted. She ignored her husband's objections and insisted on taking them in. After seeing this, the little girl secretly made up her mind to use her previous financial knowledge to help her father get out of trouble. Not long after, the little girl accidentally discovered that her aunt was actually trading stocks, so she deliberately sent her aunt away and secretly bought another stock. However, just as the little girl finished these operations, Jack burst in. Just as he was scolding the little girl's father hurried over. At this moment, Linda also returned. But when she saw the computer, she was instantly stunned. It turned out that the stock the little girl bought was exactly the one everyone was pessimistic about. Now, this stock was continuously falling. In order to minimize the losses, Linda immediately decided to sell everything. But the little girl stopped her. The little girl told everyone that this stock was about to surge. Unfortunately, none of them believed what the little girl said. Jack became so angry that he wanted to punish the little girl. Fortunately, the man stopped him in time. The little girl had no choice but to pull out the power plug. But no matter how the little girl explained, no one believed her. Then Linda plugged the power back in, planning to sell the stock. But when she turned on the computer, she discovered that the little girl had added 100 times leverage. This meant that Linda would not only lose $1 million, she might even end up with debts of hundreds of millions of dollars. Just as Linda was in despair, the man suddenly said anxiously that the money seemed to have increased. Linda looked at it with great hope, only to find that the number was red. It turned out that this was all the money Linda had lost. Jack became extremely angry after seeing this and blamed everything on the man. If they had not taken them in back then, they would not have ended up in this situation. While everyone was arguing, the stock price on the screen suddenly changed. That's right, the stock finally went up. The woman was extremely delighted when she saw this, but she still didn't understand why the stock was rising. So she planned to wait until the price reached a certain level and then sell everything to at least get her principal back. At this moment, the little girl stopped her again. According to the little girl's experience, the price of this stock would continue to rise afterward. Because of the little girl's interference, Linda was unable to sell. Jack was extremely frustrated when he saw this. Unexpectedly, the very next second, Linda told him that she had just made $50 million. Everyone was overjoyed after seeing this. Linda found it somewhat strange after trading stocks for so many years. This was the first time she had ever seen something like this. Seeing that the little girl had helped her earn so much money, Jack also changed his attitude and solemnly apologized to the little girl. Then he planned to withdraw the money, but the little girl stopped him. Jack thought that the little girl also wanted the money, so he suggested that after the money was withdrawn, he would give half of it to the man. The man quickly refused after hearing this, but he and Linda had already made up their minds that they could not keep the money to themselves. The group then planned to change clothes and go to a restaurant together to celebrate. But just after they left, the little girl went to the computer. A few minutes later, Linda had finished changing, but when she checked the computer, she discovered that the $50 million had completely disappeared. It turned out that the little girl had just used the money to buy another stock. Seeing the newly acquired $50 million vanish just like that, everyone found it hard to accept. After all, the stock market carries risks and the money might soon be completely lost. Unexpectedly, the very next second after hearing what the little girl said, everyone was completely stunned.